My name is Thomas Evers. I haven't seen my own reflection in 15 years. Not in a mirror. Not in a window. And never, never in water. This is why. The summer I turned 15, I took a job at the Grafton Brickworks along the Blackstone River. The pay was cash. The rules were simple. The foreman, Harlan Crow, leaned close that first day, his breath smelling of stale tobacco and something older. "You work the shift you're given," he rasped. "You stay with the group. And you do not, under any circumstance, go near the old sluice gate after dark." His eyes didn't blink. Not even at dawn. For a week, it was just heat and dust and the growl of the kiln. Then, the factory began to remember. It started in the aggregate pile, a mountain of crushed stone and slag. Not the normal shift and settle of gravel. This was a wet sound. Something being dragged. Something that didn't belong in stone. Then came the whispers. Not from the men. From the river itself, after midnight. A child's voice singing "Jesus loves me." But the words were wrong, garbled, thick, like the singer had a mouthful of silt. Only the last line came clear: "Jesus, save me." Old Joe Parma was the first to break. One night he screamed, a raw animal sound, and spilled his lime load all over the floor. He was staring into the aggregate pile, pale as death. "It's back," he whispered. "The boy from the sluice is back." My friend Mark pulled me aside the next day. "Don't ask," he said. "And don't swim in the river. Not ever. The water here, it knows you now, but the heat was relentless." One dawn, after our shift, a few of us went down to the river by the old sluice gate, the forbidden place. We were laughing. We were stupid. I was a strong swimmer, so I pushed out toward the middle, leaving the others behind. That's when I felt the hands. Small, cold, strong, wrapping around my ankles and yanking me down into the dark. The force wasn't natural. It was mechanical, like the river itself had jaws. I kicked, tore something in my leg, and barely made it back to the bank, heaving black water. The surface went still again. Nothing came up. Nothing ever does. After that, we only went in together, hands linked, feet never leaving the slimy bottom. Fear had moved in with us. It lived in our silence. A week later, Mark screamed. We were washing off at dawn, numb and tired. Mark was on the concrete steps, rinsing brick dust from his arms. Then his voice tore open the morning. "It has my leg. It's pulling me in." 4 of us grabbed him. We pulled against a force that felt like the whole river was trying to swallow him. The water churned, not white, but a foul peat-brown foam. With one final, wet rip, we hauled him onto the bank. His calf was shredded. 4 deep gashes, knee to ankle. Too clean for rock. Too cruel for accident. And pressed into the mud on his skin, tiny, perfect fingerprints. From the center of the river, a child's laughter bubbled up. There, sitting on the water as if it were solid, was a boy, maybe 13, wearing soaked, old-fashioned coveralls. Skin bluish-white. His stomach was gone, a hollow black void, like the river had eaten him from the inside out. He smiled at us, teeth dark with weed and water. Then he fell backward, not into the river but onto it. He floated, staring at the sky, and let the current carry him, slow, deliberate, into the rusted mouth of the sluice gate. He vanished into the concrete throat. Old Joe Parma was waiting for us back at the factory, Bible in hand. He looked at Mark's leg, then at the river, and started to pray in a broken voice. His name was Jeremiah, Joe said later, hollow-eyed. Breaker boy from the water wheel days. Got caught in the sluice gate in 1892. The wheels, they didn't find all of him. They blessed the river once. The blessing didn't take. He doesn't want peace. He wants company. He's lonely in the dark. I never went back. I heard they tried to bless the river again last year. A priest poured holy water into the current. It sizzled and smoked where it touched. And from below, a chorus of whispered voices echoed the Latin rites back up, perfect, clear, and in reverse. This is not a ghost story. It is a covenant. Some waters aren't for cleansing. They're for claiming. And some altars, once built, demand a forever congregation. If your work takes you near old rivers, if the silence feels too deep and the water too still, if it watches you back, walk away. Some debts are not paid with money. Some baptisms drown you forever. May your waters run clear. May your reflection always be your own.